When I got married, I learned something very quick. I'm never gonna ask my wife where she wants to go for dinner. Whenever I do, ruins the night, we just get in a fight. So men, I started doing this. When I get home, I find my wife, I go up to her, and I excitedly say, "Hey, guess where I'm taking you for dinner tonight?" And whatever she says, that's where we go. That's a life hack. Life hacks are things that make your life easier, but because it's your wife, it's a wife hack. Now, I love my wife. She is the most amazing person in my world, and I wouldn't be as good a person now if it weren't for her. There's a lot of comedians that will poke fun and they'll make fun of their significant others and wives, and they'll be like, "Oh, women are different and weird." I'm gonna do that too. First thing I don't understand. First thing, holiday candles. You know what I'm talking about? The Christmas scented candles? The ones that are scented like evergreen, balsam, holly jolly gumdrop nonsense. First thing my wife does after Christmas ends, she boxes them all up, she runs and she puts them in a closet in the basement where we can't find them next year because that's a fun game. First thing she does after boxing up all the Christmas scented candles, goes out and buys all new scented candles. Why can't we use Christmas candles all year round? Are we worried we're gonna have guests come over in July? They're gonna walk in and smell them and be like, "Oh, what day is it? Is it Christmas? I've done zero shopping." Second thing I don't get, kitschy little wooden home signs. You know, the wooden signs that have paragraphs of sayings etched into them. You know, the thing you want to read as soon as you enter someone's house. They have sayings like, "Home is where the heart is," and "A house is just a house until it's filled with people that you love, then it's a home." Who are these signs for? They're not for me. If they were, they would be honest. And they would say things like, "Home is where my farts are." And "A house is just a house until I get there, immediately take off my pants, and then it's a home." One thing my wife and I would love to do is we will watch horror movies together. We love watching horror movies. She'll sit there, eyes glued to the TV, wide open, just throwing back gobs of popcorn, all up until the point in a horror movie when a small animal like a dog appears. As soon as a dog appears in a horror movie, my wife will snap up and she will go, "No!" If they touch one hair on that poor defenseless animal's head, I'm gonna stop watching this horror movie. Well, luckily, honey, the hockey mask killer only kills adults, teenagers, super small children, but has a soft spot for Shih Tzus. And that's why you watch horror movies. You want to see the mutilations, the decapitations. But I guess it would be weird if, before watching a horror movie, you were with someone and behind you, you heard them say, "I just want to see how many dogs they kill." It's gonna get rough. Rough. While watching these horror movies, we realize something, especially if you watch 90s horror movies, where you're supposed to guess who the killer is. Like, they'll introduce a batch of teens at the beginning, and it's like, "Oh, which one of these is the killer?" Never at the end of one of these is the killer revealed to be the friend who has the shape and body image of someone like me. Think about it. At the end of the movie, the killer's never taken off their mask and they're like, and the killer was me the whole time. And the teenagers are like, yeah, we knew it was you, bro. You really stretch and fill out that black robe you're wearing? You have like 80 pounds on all of us. Also, earlier, when you were chasing us through the woods with that axe, you were breathing pretty heavy. At one point, we saw you lean up against a tree. Are you okay, bro?
Hey, did you know that Dry Bar Comedy has their own app? Yeah, you can go download it right now and watch my whole special. What?